Hey everybody, how's it going? So I'm going to try to talk about the soul story today because one of my favorite things, like growing up to talk about, was about the soul story. I loved it. It's beautiful. I still very much love it today. Hopefully I can talk about it. So basically what I believe about the soul is that it has gone through many, many lifetimes on all sorts of different planets, and definitely Earth, we have gone through, some of us, thousands of lifetimes on here, if not more. And I believe in each life we had gone through, trials, tribulations, and lessons. And from there we have decided what we want to experience in lives. Meaning, so we may have, I don't know, come down here the first lifetime and we kind of just got, into it because our soul is its own being. It's not necessarily who we are experiencing at this moment. What we're experiencing at this moment is just a part of our soul. And it's kind of funny is, how in the Bible, I've heard that they said that we are made in the image of God. And we are. I mean, when they say in the image of God, it doesn't necessarily just mean the way we look. I don't really think God looks like this. God can look like this. But when in the image of God, I believe in what they're saying is how, the soul is a part of God, and how us being human is a part of our soul, and how God creates all, and how we create our lives and what we experience, because God is creating God's own experience, and we are living parts of that experience individually and uniquely, and then we kind of go back to the whole. But so right now, ourselves are a part of our whole, which is our soul. And so I believe, like, in this life, I'm here and I'm experiencing me. I'm experiencing a really awesome life where I don't have to worry about much. It's very laid back, and I'm here able to do this, to create and speak what I feel is needed for the world to move into a better place. And I feel like I'm here because through my past lives, I have gotten myself to this life. So in previous lives, I would definitely say a long, long time ago, probably in the 1400s, whatever, I do believe that I was at a time, possibly a thief, serial killer. I'm sure I was homosexual in some. I know I was a queen, like I was a knight. There's so many different lives that we have experienced with different aspects of us. So when I say that stuff is definitely in lives, I have also been killed by a serial killer. I have also been killed by accident. I have also committed suicide. It's just, we go through each life experience, experiencing certain emotions, lessons, things that get us to where we are as a soul now. And there's certain parts of you that need to be kind of undercover so that it doesn't affect the lessons that we're trying to learn. It's the same as, let's say in one life you were cheated on. So then the next life you want to experience being the one cheating. And from there you get the whole picture. And that's what I find life is all about too. So when I talk about even people talking, the two different sides, and had they just known the whole thing, that I feel they would have understood the situation better. I feel that's just us daily. As a soul, as God, as everything in life, you experience both sides so that you can understand the whole. And that's kind of what everything is about. And so with our soul, I feel like we experience in one life one side, and in another life the other side. So our soul knows the whole, and it becomes part of that whole. And then it's curious about more. So experiences one side, experiences another, becomes that whole added on top of the other wholes. And it's just constantly growing and knowing and understanding. And from there deciding, who are we? Who do we wish to experience as a whole? And that's where we are at this moment, if you wish to be. It doesn't mean that every single person is here at this moment deciding who they wish to be, but you can be if you decide to experience that. So with our soul, it comes, it's so cool. So basically you're outside as a soul and you're deciding what life you want to live here with God, with your angels, with your spirit guides, with your teachers, with everyone deciding how we're going to compile into this life. Not just that, super cool, people that you usually experience life with. So ones that are really tight, your immediate family, your friends, all that stuff that you're really tight with, have experienced lives with you before. Not necessarily does it mean my mom is always my mom, my dad's always my dad, my sisters are always my sisters, my boyfriend is always my boyfriend. My boyfriend could be my dad, my sister could be my lover, my dad could be my kid. You know, it's all different depending on what we wish to experience. But we tend to do this together in our lives with similar ones because we are learning things off of each other, you know, and that we love each other so much that we will go the depths for that person. Meaning, do we need to get that person super angry or to hate us or to not forgive us or to do something and then forgive, depending what we wish to experience? Those souls are there willing to do that for our souls to do that, and we're willing to do that for their souls to learn. And it's all about growth. That's what I feel everything is about, is growth. So with the souls, we decide what we're going to do in our lives together and how we're going to affect each other, the relationships, the experiences. So basically how I see it is that our soul is just like, you know what, I want to experience this, 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 and this. And then they're like, okay, we'll put those in certain parts of life. And, you know, depending on the paths you choose, it will lead you to these parts, you know, either slower or quicker, depending what other things you choose. But it ends up becoming kind of like some kind of, it's not like kind of a web, not a spider web, but definitely like lots of like neurons and what the universe looks like when you zoom in cells and stuff like that. It definitely is like there's that one spot, and then depending what you choose from here, here leads you to there, and then from there do you go to this spot or this spot, you know, and it's like whatever you experience, and it's really cool. And then after, when we live our lives and then we die, we basically go back just into our soul being. We end up becoming who we are fully, and we remember everything. We know all at that time. And this is why I feel being human is such a gift, and why I enjoy it is because when you're soul, you're like God, and you just know everything and you understand. And so you kind of just be, and you're not really experiencing things like we do here on earth. On earth here, we experience the feelings very, very, very much. We are super sensitive beings. We experience the emotions. We experience senses. Senses are cool. Like we see, we hear, we touch, we feel, we smell, we taste. You don't taste stuff out there. You're just this beam of energy buzzing everywhere and flying, which is another reason why I feel flying is such a thing for all of us, is because we do fly. You know, we actually just think where we can be and we're there. And here on earth, everything is so much slower, you know. The way we experience things is definitely slower than we do up there, even though up there, it's not, time's not the same. It's very different. And yeah. Wow. Things just go into very much depth. Anyways, so the soul is very, very fun. We decide to come here to experience what we do, which is another reason why I feel like we need to appreciate who we are and who we decide to be on this earth at this time, with the people, experiences that we have been around, because we decided this as well for whatever lesson, purpose, experience that we wanted to experience as a soul. Sometimes, you know, our souls do think we need to be punished for a bit, and we punish ourselves. But maybe what it was is they wanted you to feel that you didn't need to be punished anymore, you know? So you get out of that. And there's so many things like that. Each of us have our own story. We really do. It's very unique, and it's for us to learn what it is we wish to, which we all actually know down in here if we decide to go there and let it out. We know what we're here for. We just are distracted by so many things and don't necessarily want to get the answer out because maybe we're not ready for the answer yet. We need to continue experiencing what we're experiencing so that we can soak it in and, you know, move on from there. So sometimes what you need to go through to get to where you wish to go. I don't know how to end this at all, as I don't even know if I said everything I wanted to about the soul. There's so many things I'd love to say about it, and perhaps it'll just come as it comes. Love you guys, and yeah, be good to yourself. You know that you're here because you chose this, and that's not an easy one to be okay with. So good luck with that. Love always.